Hi everyone, welcome back to Infinity Platter. I'm back here in my Barcelona kitchen. Although I'm back, I'm missing home food. So I thought for the next few weeks, I'll recreate some of my favorite dishes from home and share them with you. Today, we're making Palak Paneer and Jeera Rice. So let's get started. Although we need so many ingredients for Palak Paneer, it's a very simple dish. I'll show you step by step, don't worry. These are all the ingredients we need. Ghee, garlic, cashews, onions, salt to taste, kasuri methi, tomato, green chilli, dry red chilli, garam masala, turmeric, fresh coriander leaves, cumin or jeera, bay leaf, cinnamon, clove, cardamom, dhania powder or coriander powder, jeera powder or cumin powder, baby spinach, paneer and fresh cream. So we're first going to add some oil and ghee to our pan. To that, I'm going to add garlic and green chilli. To help the water release from the onions and for them to cook faster, I'm going to add some salt at this stage. Once you have that wonderful Maillard reaction, I'm going to add some water. At this stage, when the onions are like this, I'm going to add some cashew nuts. I soaked these cashews for about 10 minutes before I started cooking. If you have time, you can soak them for up to half an hour. I soaked the cashews because when we puree this mixture with the spinach, it's going to make it a much more creamier mixture. So once our onions are nicely browned, I'm going to add the spinach and the coriander. I'm using baby spinach, so I left the stalks on. But if you're not using baby spinach, then please remove the stalks. Cook this for a minute or two until the spinach is fully wilted, and then we can put it into the blender to puree it. No matter how many times I cook with spinach, it surprises me to see how much this much wilts into nothing. Once our spinach is wilted down like this, let's turn off the heat and we'll transfer it to the blender and puree it. To help the mixture puree well, I'm just going to add a little bit of water. And now let's get blending. This is how the wonderful spinach puree looks. Okay, now we'll leave this aside and we'll get on with the rest. So now our spinach puree is done, we'll get on with the tomato base. To the same pan, I'm going to add some ghee and oil, and I'm going to cook the spices. So we're going to add bay leaf, cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, and dry chilli. While these are cooking, let's de-skin and de-seed the tomato. If you remember, in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to do this easily. So make a small cross at the bottom of the tomato, drop it in boiling water for exactly 10 seconds, and then remove it. Since we're using it immediately, I'm not putting it into an ice bath. So once these spices have had a minute, I'm going to add the chopped tomato, we'll cook this for about 30 seconds and then add all the other spices. To this, I'm going to add some jeera or cumin, coriander powder or dhania powder, some jeera powder, some turmeric, and we'll cook this for a minute or two. Next, I'm going to add the kasuri methi and garam masala and cook this for another minute. Now, once they're all nicely roasted and cooked like this, I'm going to add the spinach puree to it. At this stage, I'm going to add a little bit of cream. Test for salt now. If it needs more, add some more. Once we've cooked this for a few minutes, I'm going to add the paneer. And cook this for 2 to 3 minutes on medium heat, and then we're done. So while our paneer is cooking for the last few minutes, let's get on with the rice. For the jeera rice, these are the ingredients we need. We need rice that's been washed and soaked for at least half an hour. We need some cashew nuts, jeera, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, bay leaf, and green chilli. So in our hot pan, we're going to add some oil and ghee. We're going to add the cashews and roast them until they're lovely golden brown. Keep an eye on them because they tend to brown really fast and you don't want to cross that limit because then they'll become bitter. In a matter of 15 seconds, you can already see them change color. They're almost done. Okay, these are done. So I'm just going to put them aside in a bowl. To the pan, I'm going to add jeera or cumin seeds and the rest of our spices and cook them for 30 seconds. I'm going to first add the jeera, then all the others. Once that's done, I'm going to add the green chilli and cook this just for 30 more seconds, and then we'll add our rice. Toast the rice for 1 minute and then we'll add the water. So now our paneer is done. I'm going to switch off the heat, and once the rice is done, let's serve and eat it. To the rice, let's add our cashews and some salt. Make sure you salt it generously because you don't want the rice to be bland. Gonna add the water now. Now we're going to cover this and cook until it's done. So let's see how our rice is doing. I think it's done. Okay, that looks good. I'm just going to see if the rice is done. Perfect. Okay, now let's serve. So now's my favorite part, to eat the food. Soft, creamy and luscious palak paneer with subtly spiced jeera rice and ghee roasted cashews. I mean, what's not to love? I hope you do make this recipe, and when you do, don't forget to tag me at Infinity Platter on Instagram. As usual, the full recipe is in the description box below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on all the future recipes and adventures. I'll see you next week.